you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense. And
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Fires it incomplete. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Pirates offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hauls it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Pirates have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Jamison. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On target. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Now on first down from the 30.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Jamison. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit. Not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Hand off for the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It'll be a draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as these stats will show you.
Carolina 7. Syracuse 3.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going to run it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Try to barge force their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Pirates, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
A little screen to the running back. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, ECU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air, it's Jamison. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Orange will have to punt.
4th down coming up.
Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Osborne. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying play action. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Orange.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this
college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is running away with things. And boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight. They're up by 17 over Air Force. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Conway. Hard running there. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Buys a little extra time. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Always tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Osborne. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught in the backfield, it's Osborne. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pirates. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Syracuse, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion.
Position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off.
There he goes.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Pirates come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man in the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun, they're running back, looking for room. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, you look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Fires left. All by himself. Touchdown, Cuse. And they add 6 more in the more of that trip to the house. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want that clock to run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. And a hammer lock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Jamison. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Lost it throwing. Punts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, ECU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
Looking for the score. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Pirates. And the beatdown has ensued.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
56.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the